Getting the start at shortstop today. The 2-2 pitch can be hit out towards left field and sinking fast. That one's going to drop for a base hit. The runner and Maddox going to score. Morrison going to stop at second with a RBI double, and the Nittany Lions take an early lead. It's 1-0 blue and white. Hitting .297 overall so far this season with 22 RBIs. 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3, and it's now 4 strikeouts for Kylie Lingenfelter, all of them swinging so far through 3 innings. Bases remain loaded with 2 outs. Penn State loaded up the bases with no one out. 1-2 on its way, and Leone chops one middle of the infield. Making the backhanded stop is Steiner, and she won't make a throw. She'll make a throw home, but everybody's safe. It's an infield single for Michelle Leone as Nelson was able to get back over to third, and Penn State doubles up its lead. It's 2-0. We talked about it earlier. Mel Coombs been on a bit of a cold streak. A big chance to snap out of that here. First pitch, she goes swinging out towards right field and does just that with a base hit. 1 run scores, everyone else moves up. It's an RBI single for Mel Coombs. Penn State up 3-0.
Be the one to let Partial get that record.
Partial looking to change that. The 0-2 swung on and missed, strike 3, and there it is. Queen Bee sitting all alone at the top of the throne at Penn State. She has more strikeouts than any Penn State pitcher in program history. 746. Put it in the books. Boosted her average this year up to 318. Full count pitch coming to Black. She flies that one out towards center field. That one sends Spiker back to the track, and that one's gone. We just talked about Lexi Black's power, showcasing it right there to the deepest part of the yard. It's a 3-run shot from Lexi Black, and it's now a 5-0 Penn State lead.
So gonna need to slap something. There's a big hole right in the middle of the infield there. With her approach, maybe slap something right through there.
And she does slap a Partial onto field and does get the out. Number 1 gets zeros on the scoreboard for the 21st time. And Bailey Partial gets even more history, her 21st shutout. That gets another record. And on a historic day here at Beard Field, Penn State gets the Mercy Rule win, 9-0 over Bucknell. Thanks, Zach. That's a really great tie into this matchup as you see what Bailey Partial's doing now for the Nittany Lions. And now on the opposite side with Bucknell getting the first-hand taste at that, and now ahead 0-2.
Yeah, Bailey Partial. I mean, we've talked about her dominance all day. And Bucknell, simply no answers really so far.
Working again on Zoe Smith, the strikeout which broke the record for Partial. Now the 0-2 this time missing outside. It's Partial with 4 strikeouts through the first 3 innings of the day. Trying to do it again on Bucknell's best hitter in Smith. Averaged still at .331 on the season with 5 home runs. The 1-2 coming. That one's chopped out towards Lexi Black at first. She'll take it in herself for the first out. Not too much Lexi Black had to do except pick it up and walk over the other 2 steps.
Yeah, we talked a lot about Bailey Partial coming into this, talking about her strikeouts, obviously. Mentioned the fact that she could be the all-time leader in shutouts as well. And depending on the offensive output for Penn State in these upcoming innings, she could get that sooner rather than later, it's looking like.
It's Partial looking to keep things going now, working on Savannah Jones. Her first pitch to her went low. Starting out behind in this count. Savannah Jones had the first hit for the Bison, first hit for either side actually, with a single to lead off the second inning. Jones ahead early. 1-0 coming from Partial. That one's hit out towards shallow center field. Krauthamel gets under it, makes the grab for 2 quick outs for Penn State's Bailey Partial.
You know, most of these outs that haven't been strikeouts been pretty easy plays for Penn State right there. Center fielder Krauthamel just not really having to move much, just a few steps over, easy grab. We saw the Lexi Black tag at first there, also didn't have to move much. So Bailey Partial really not only dominating in the strikeout category, but doing a really good job allowing ground balls as well and fly balls.
And now going ahead 0-1 on Chase Knapp, really wasting no time at all, working at such a good pace for this Penn State team, and Bucknell is yet to catch up to it. 0-1 coming from Bailey. That one going to be fouled over the broadcast booth, making it 0-2. Thought that would actually hit the top of the broadcast booth. I think it maybe went a little bit shallow. Maybe hit the roof. We don't know.
That one was definitely closer than the one before, Logan. So if you were scared of that one, I would have let you have it.
Well, I think that one kind of came in at a slower pace for us to kind of catch. The 0-2 to Knapp going to be this time well over our broadcast booth, the opposite side for a foul ball.
I hope that one didn't hit a car. That went pretty far over the...
It had some distance.
Yeah, pretty far into foul territory over the stands.
Partial looking to end this fourth inning will be our fourth shutout inning of the day. 0-2 one more time to Knapp. Just gets a piece of that one out towards third. Leone diving grab, but can't make a throw. Leone kind of stumbled the second she got that ball, and it'll be an infield single for Chase Knapp.
And she laughs about it. Kind of almost looked like she was falling in slow motion there. Kind of tried to keep herself up. Thought she might be able to do it, maybe get the ball out and throw it, but unable to maintain her balance.
You saw the player she replaced out in the field in Maddock taking a few hits on the opposite side, and now Leone kind of taking one of her own as well. Been a tough day for Penn State third baseman. Now Lorbiter coming up for the second time today. Takes the first pitch ball. Lorbiter struck out, looking back in the second. Partial now working with a runner on base for the third consecutive inning. All three hits for Bucknell have been singles as the 0-1 swung on and missed from Lorbiter. Knapp has not attempted a stolen base yet on the season. As Lorbiter gets the 1-1, gonna ground that one foul. It'll get behind the catcher and Farah. So now another 2-strike count from Partial. She's gotten ahead in these counts early on, has yet to finish off any of these hitters in this inning.
Yeah, already 4 strikeouts on the day. Still, as you mentioned, looking for her first here, but Lorbiter here at the plate, only one of just 5 batters with Bucknell that has hit a home run this season. So Bucknell looking for some kind of a spark, looking for some pop here. She's one of the few that can certainly do it and has shown it this season.
And Jacob, we talk about the power on both these sides, kind of, I guess the discrepancy you can kind of call it. The Nittany Lions have so many players across its lineup that could showcase that power, and you just went over some of the numbers for Bucknell's side. 1-2 again from Partial. This one going to be fouled just to the right of Penn State's first base coach.
Yeah, Penn State, 28 home runs total coming into this game on the season. Already have 2 today, so they're sitting at 30, and even 30. Great power from them so far. Also have been 20-8 so far this season when scoring 3 or more runs, already sitting at 7 just here.
Just going to say well ahead of that total. The 1-2 again. This one goes through the glove of Leone and into left field, and that'll get another runner on for Bucknell. So back-to-back balls hit over to Leone's side and can't finish the play.
And you mentioned she wasn't starting at third base there. It was going to be Maddock, but a few struggles there now for Leone. Time to lock in as she still laughs it off, doesn't look too overly concerned.
This one will go down as an E5. The first error for Penn State's defense on the day. Bucknell has 2, as now Garden gets the chance to hit. First pitch goes high and inside. And a big reason why Penn State was so successful in that Rutgers series, they didn't have an error in any of those 3 games. That's not the case in this one.
Yeah, and it was going pretty well for them in that category, but just one there, and tough blow, as we mentioned, that third base, a little bit of a hole right now for the Nittany Lions defensively. The one thing that hasn't gone their way so far in this game.
Breaking ball went in for a strike, and Emily Maddox, she is due to lead off the bottom of the 4th inning, so we'll see if she actually does get the chance to hit, or if someone else comes on for the blue and white. The 1-1 to Garden, missing out towards the left side.
This is a big test here for Bailey Partial as well. We've obviously seen what she can do. I'm sure she has full confidence in herself, but a few errors defensively can kind of rattle a pitcher at times, and time to lock in. 2 outs already down, but 2 runners on as well. Big spot for Bucknell.
The 2-1 going to be hit out towards shallow center, but Krauthamel catches up to that one for out number 3. So Bailey Partial able to work out of a slight jam in the top of the 4th inning, but they keep the Bison scoreless as Penn State heads up to bat yet again, holding that 7-0 lead. And we'll go to another break here on Big Ten Plus. Welcome back to Beard Field as Penn State looks to kind of replicate its offensive success from the third inning into the fourth as Penn State holds on to that 7-0 lead. Logan Bourandas, Jacob Schnurr on the broadcast as it will be 2, 3, and 4 coming up for the Nittany Lions, but Lauren Marcotte set to take over for Emily Maddock, who we saw get hit by the pitch, her last at-bat in the second.
Yeah, now a full inning of Madison Rookie, who came in last inning after things kind of got out of hand for Bucknell, but already let up 1 earned run, 1 strikeout as well, and the 1 earned run being a solo homer. So going to be interesting to see what she does in a full inning of work here, see how Penn State adjusts to her.
Marcotte already ahead in the count 1-0 in her first at-bat on the day. The 1-0 from Rookie can be hit out towards left field, a hooking foul. Jones trying to race there, and she'll make the grab in foul territory for the first out.
Yeah, good job by Jones there, getting a jump on it, really racing out there. Don't think it was going to land, but made it look pretty easy, showing off that speed and left.
And now it goes back to Caitlin Morrison. She led off the bottom of the third inning with that single, one of 4 consecutive hits that Penn State would get. As you see the hustle from Jones out towards her right side. It's excellent field awareness there to make the grab. Morrison 1 for 2 so far today with that single back in the third. Takes the first pitch high. Morrison been one of Penn State's more consistent bats early on in the year with a .345 batting average. Also has 5 home runs to her name. The 1-0 from Rookie is checked from Morrison, who's able to hold up her swing well in time. Morrison, along with her 5 home runs, also 9 doubles, so pretty good at getting extra base hits as well as the breaking ball able to catch that outer part of the zone for the first strike of the at-bat.
Yeah, not just bringing power, but a .345 batting average as well. She kind of does it all offensively for this Penn State team.
A third of her hits last season went for extra base hits. She's kind of along the same path this year. The 2-1 hit hard out towards left field. That goes over the head of Jones and onto the wall for a hit. As Morrison going to come into second, she stands up with a double to open up this fourth inning. 2 for 3 on the day is Caitlin Morrison, and it gets a runner in scoring position.
And there's that power you were just talking about, Logan, mentioning her extra base hits, just hit an absolute laser over the head of the left fielder. Jones never had a chance at it, right off the wall there, able to get the extra base hit. Sitting on second now in scoring position.
It seemed that Jones kind of misplayed it. She kind of took a while to start tracking that ball out in left field, and it allowed Morrison to get in pretty easily at second base. And now Maddie Gordon with a chance to add on. She hits that one out towards right field and deep, and that one's going to go over the wall and gone. Maddie Gordon extending her hot streak with a 2-run home run and sending Morrison home right away. It's now 9-0 Nittany Lions. Gordon had 2 home runs in the Rutgers series and now having one a couple days later here.
What a great display of power there from Gordon, able to drill that one out towards the opposite field. And hey, Taco Tuesday here at Beard Field, Oppo Taco home run there for Maddie Gordon.
It is Taco Tuesday, as you mentioned, Jacob, and Penn State's having a party on it today as Gordon goes opposite field, and Penn State showing its power in the bottom of the fourth inning with that 9-0 lead, and Rookie going to come out after that one.
I mentioned how Penn State adjusted to the previous 2 pitchers. Rookie getting her first full, or looked like it was going to be her first full inning of action. Struggled once again, so Bucknell just looking for really any answer possible in the circle.
It'll be Hunter Vestall coming in now for the Bucknell Bison. The junior also sees time in the infield as well, so the righty going to try and silence the damage here. She will be working with no one on base, which is a benefit for her, but now Vestall will look to kind of stop a trend that the Nittany Lions have put on. Every pitcher that has come in for the Bucknell Bison has allowed a ball to leave Beard Field.
Yeah, they're definitely looking for some kind of answer, as I mentioned. You know, a lot of home runs. We mentioned the discrepancy in power so far between these 2 teams. Penn State known for that power, known for getting the ball out of the ballpark, and they really put it all on full display here in their home building.
And now her first batter was going to be Lexi Black, who had that first home run on the day for the Nittany Lions. And now we're going to see a pinch hitter coming on for Penn State. Amanda Mack going to come on for the blue and white. Amanda Mack got some time at the end of the last Rutgers game for Penn State, kind of towards the end of that one, and with Penn State holding this big lead, she'll get a chance to hit here.
See a lot of different players starting to get some reps here for Penn State. Liana Jones in the on-deck circle, who we really haven't seen yet today, also going to get a shot.
She'll take over Finnegan's spot when that time comes, but for now, it'll be Amanda Mack with her 5th at-bat on the season. She's 1 for 4 this year, with that one hit going for a double. First pitch on the way from Vestal, a breaking ball outside that Mack chases.
You know, Liana Jones in that on-deck circle. You talked about every pitcher so far allowing a home run. Jones tied for the team lead in home runs with 6, so certainly some power coming off the bench for the Nittany Lions.
The 0-1, same pitch, but Mack chooses to lay off this time. You talk about the 4 at-bats for Amanda Mack so far on this year. That one double did net an RBI. She does have 2 strikeouts this year, however. Count even now. Pitch coming from Vestal. Another breaking ball. This time Mack chooses to let that go for a strike. Penn State really showing its power these last couple innings. 3 home runs over these last 2 frames. The 1-2 coming to Mack. That one she lets go for ball number 2. And kind of moving forward, Penn State, this will be the end of the 7-game home stretch the Nittany Lions have wrapped up. They'll take on Maryland in College Park at the end of the weekend.
Yeah, Penn State 7-5 at home this season. Looks like they're en route to potentially 8-5 here against Bucknell.
As Mack fouls the 2-2 pitch off, and you talk about kind of rebounding after the start of this home stretch. They suffered that 3-game sweep against Northwestern. They had some bad losses in there. They went the opposite way. They swept the Scarlet Knights in 3 games, and now finishing off strong against Bucknell. That's got to bode well for the rest of the season.
Yeah, and already riding a 3-game winning streak into this one, so really showing that momentum and how much that carries over game to game. Great quick turnaround by this Penn State team. And really, I mean, just all-around dominance tonight and the past few games as we've seen. The pitching, the offense has all been on full display.
Everything going Penn State's way in this one from the start of it, when Bailey Parshall's breaking records, and now the bats waking up as Amanda Mack able to draw that full count walk.
Good job by Mack. You mentioned getting that opportunity. Not a regular player for the Nittany Lions team, but gets her chance, shows good plate discipline, draws the walk. Now a runner on with Liana Jones coming to the plate.
They will bring up Liana Jones for the first time, like you mentioned, Jacob, the junior outfielder. Played in 50 games last season, had a .224 batting average during that season with 3 home runs. That average gone up to .241 so far this year on 79 at-bats. It's one of Penn State's home run leaders with 6 RBIs. And that's another thing, Jacob. Penn State has had this success at the plate with some of their top home run hitters and top hitters, period, not playing in this one. At least Liana Jones until now. Cassie Lindmark as well. We talked about her early on.
And I think it says a lot about the depth of this team. They're all playing really well today, obviously. Really smart at the plate. I mentioned that plate discipline plenty of times today. Showing a lot of pop. The last home run was out towards right field, the opposite field power there. So some really good job all around throughout this Penn State lineup.
Lexi Black on at first yet again to come in as the designated runner, as it's an even 1-1 count to Liana Jones. Lexi Black, she had that home run earlier on, now looking to showcase some speed here. 1-1 on the way to Jones. That one hits the dirt, and Black on the way to second. She slides in safely. Lexi Black able to join the stolen base parade for the Nittany Lions, and is now a runner in scoring position yet again for Penn State, looking to get into double digits.
And once again, a common trend we've seen with Zoe Smith behind the dish, those throws to second to try to pick off the runners have been a little bit behind the bag, not really giving the second baseman or the shortstop there in that case a good enough chance to get the tag.
The 2-1 went low to Jones, as Vestal starting to have a little bit of trouble with her control in this one. Drew the walk in the first batter she faced in Mack, looking to avoid back-to-back walks. Jones ahead in the count, 3-1. Vestal delivers that one well high for ball 4, and it is back-to-back walks allowed by Hunter Vestal. And Jones able to reach base in her first at-bat on the day as well.
Ileana Jones, that power threatening the play as we continue to see some shifts in the lineup for the Nittany Lions.
As it'll now be, instead of Morgan Farah, Lydia Coleman coming up for the Nittany Lions, the outfielder coming in to hit in this one. Farah walked and struck out on the day, and now it'll be Coleman in this one. She takes a first pitch outside. So 3 straight pinch hitters to continue on this bottom of the 4th inning.
And Hunter Vestal, the pitcher here for Bucknell, kind of struggling a bit, as the rest of the pitchers have, but not a regular player for this team as well. Only 9 appearances so far. No starts, more of a relief pitcher coming in here out of the bullpen as well. But definitely not one of the top options for this Bison team. And Penn State just kind of doing to her what they've done to the rest of the pitchers, which is hit home runs and just bring in a lot of runs and just keep building this lead.
Count even on the pinch hitter in Coleman. A .258 hitter so far on this year with 1 home run, as she takes the 1-1 pitch outside. And Jacob, you talk about the pitchers that Bucknell has used in this day, and we kind of saw it early as Jones only got 1 out on her day, or 2 outs on her day rather, that Bucknell was going to have to use a good amount of its pitching staff, but now you've seen a good amount of that staff come out early, and there's still some outs to get. The 2-1 from Jones going to just hook foul out towards the first base side.
And Vestal, correction there, did not yet allow a home run. That was previously a rookie who allowed it. But as we mentioned earlier, every single pitcher so far besides her has has allowed a home run. And we see these Penn State backups starting to trickle in. See if anyone can show some pop.
Count even now on Lydia Coleman, the sophomore. 2-2 coming. That one's to be popped up towards the infield, but shallow. And diving to make the grab is Garden for almost out, and they will actually get a double play out of that one. So it was able to fall in, but the runners didn't advance, and it's a double play, in fact, off the single.
So yeah, it looked like maybe a little bit of a mistake there, a little bit of an error on the diving catch attempt, but worked out all for the better as quick reflexes, good attention to detail there, noticing that the ball was live, quick throw to third, quick throw to second, double play out of the inning. Really good plays there by the Bucknell defense.
And it's good awareness from Garden to realize the umpire at home plate calling that one safe and quickly turning that one into a double play. So Penn State going to be just held at 9-0 in this one. Penn State looking to continue the good times as we head into the top of the 5th inning. We'll take a quick break on Big Ten Plus.